Hello friends, my name is Sanika Rajendra Bhamre. I am studied in Institute of Engineering and Technology, Kannad. Welcome to the video on seismic analysis of building based on response spectrum method. In this video, you will learn to perform the seismic analysis on your building model based on response spectrum method. This project is assigned by skyfi lab. Now open the building model that we have created and saved earlier. Since you have done analysis on the model, it is locked now, so unlock your model first. Now you will add the response spectrum function on the building model as per IS 1893 code book as we did earlier. Before adding the response spectrum function, ensure that we have added the seismic load. To check that, go to define menu and select the load pattern option. Here seismic load is added. In your building model, if it is not added, follow the defining seismic load on building video to add the seismic load. Now select the seismic load and click on modify lateral load option. Make sure both X and Y direction are selected. Set the remaining properties like zone factor, site type, response reduction factor importance based on your location as you did in the previous video. Now we will add the seismic response spectrum function to your building model. In the define menu, choose the function properties and select the response spectrum option. A new window will appear in that window. First select the IS 1893-2002 option as shown. Click on add new function option to create the response spectrum function. Type the name as response spectrum to the field name box as shown. Set the remaining properties based on your location as you did in the previous video. Click on OK to exit. The properties of seismic response spectrum function are now set and the function is defined. Click on OK to exit the window. You will now set the load case by including the response spectrum function we have just defined. We need to enter the acceleration values to define the load case for the response spectrum function. So check the units of acceleration parameter before the proceeding as you did in the previous video. Now go to define menu and select the load case option. Click on add new case option and here we will set the properties of the new load case. Name the load case as response spectrum function as shown. Select the load case type as response spectrum, click on add. In the loads apply dialog box, a new box is added. Drop down as shown, calculate the scale value as you had done earlier using the formula as shown. We will now add another load to account for the seismic response spectrum in the Y direction. So add another load. Select load name as V2 and enter the same scale factor value as done previously. The seismic response spectrum function load case has been defined. Click on OK to exit. In the case of response spectrum function, we need select any building element to assign the load. After defining the response spectrum function, the next step is to perform the structural. Now go to analyze menu and select load case. To run option as we are performing seismic analysis, there is no need to run the analysis for the dead and live load cases. So we are going to perform the analysis for a seismic and response spectrum load cases. Change the dead and live load case action as do not run as you did earlier. Click on run now option to perform the analysis on your building model. Wait for some time as the software runs analysis on the building model. Once analysis is done, the analysis results will be displayed as shown. Wait for some time as the software runs analysis on the building model. Once analysis is done, analysis results will be displayed as shown. By default, the displacement value based on seismic load case are shown in 3D tab. You can place your cursor over the points on the slabs in the 3D view tab to see the displacement value as shown. You can use the display menu to check all the available analysis results like shear force, moment and slab stresses as you done earlier. Now you will run the structural design on your building model. Go to the design menu, select concrete frame design option. Wait for some time as the software runs design on your building model. Once design is completed, the software asks your permission to retrieve the analysis and design for the failure member. So click on yes to perform refiltration. Because we have defined the autotext option for beams and columns, the software automatically performs the analysis and design process for new frame section. Repeat this procedure unit, you get the notification as all members pass the design check. Still, if any members are failing, the design check unlock the model. As you had learned previously, change the dimension of element, run analyzing, and perform design check on your building design to complete the design process. ETAP software also provides the complete the project report of your building model. You can find all the information of the building model which is properly mentioned in the project report. Click on the reports tab from the model explorer and double click on the project report. Double click on the summary report option to view the report. The summary report gives a brief report on your full project. The information like load pattern, section, dimension, analysis result, etc. of all the building elements are mentioned for your reference. Since we are using the evaluation version, we cannot print the project report. Congratulations, you have successfully completed the seismic analysis of your building model based on response spectrum method. Thanks for watching.